Hello, my name is Ian Van Grotheast. Today we'll be doing a reading and analysis of William Shakespeare's poem, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often in his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometimes declines, but by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou oust. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growst. So long as man can breathe or eyes can see, so long this lives, and this gives life to thee. The line, shall I compare thee to a summer's day, is interesting for two reasons to me. First, this is the title of the poem and the first line. Additionally, this line is a rhetorical question, since Shakespeare compares a summer's day to his beloved. The line, sometimes too hot, the eye of heaven shines, was an interesting line to me because the eye of heaven, as I interpret, is the sun. This line points out that sometimes the sun can shine too brightly or be too warm, one of the flaws of a summer day. The line, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed, is interesting because untrimmed means unrefined or uncontrolled. This is to mean beauty is subject to random forces of nature or fate. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade is an interesting line because death will not claim the beloved talked about in this poem. Additionally, this line means that the poem will withstand even death, which is a very serious thing. I like this next line. It brings it all together, I feel. So long lives this, and this gives life to thee, is the last line. This last line declares that as long as people live and read, this poem will persevere the beloved's beauty forever. What's more, giving life can be a hyperbole, meaning giving a new appreciation from reading the poem. This poem consists of 14 lines. The rhyme scheme is AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, and GG. The first 4 paragraphs alternate rhymes. The next 4 do the same. The next 4, the same again. And finally, the last 2 lines rhyme. There are several themes in this poem. First, the temporary nature of beauty and life. The poem contrasts the temporary nature of a summer's day with the eternal beauty of the beloved's beauty, the eternal nature of the beloved's beauty. While natural beauty fades, the speaker's love and admiration are constant. Secondly, the power of the written word. Shakespeare emphasizes the idea that poetry can immortalize beauty. The poem itself becomes a meaning of persevering the beloved's loveliness, defying time and decay. Finally, the last theme I found is of a love that lasts forever. The speaker's love is depicted as enduring, unaffected by natural passions of time. In the poem, the speaker contemplates whether to compare the beloved to a summer's day. He concludes that the beloved is superior, as a summer's day can have flaws, like rough winds or being too hot or bright, while the beloved's beauty is eternal and unchanging. That is my interpretation of this loan. this poem. Thank you for watching. Good night.